Alright, this is for Cisco routers and switching class. This will be our work that we'll use, NET-223, that we will use as our skills-based assessment. So what you need to do is, we wanted to here, you should be able to, from a PC here, you should be able to go out to the internet and come back in. So a PC should be able to communicate with other networks out on the internet. And then what we also should be able to do, within our own network area here, you should have it set up so a PC from another student's network can communicate with one PC on your end. So in the process of doing NAT, you need to have static NAT in there to allow that process to happen. We'll check this on Monday. We'll go through these on Monday. We'll get workstations on, double check. I had a workstation on up here that you could test with also. The configurations are all identical to what they were on Wednesday, so you can double check some of those. We are going to make some changes Monday after class that I need for Tuesday for class, just in some switches. Now, you'll need then to grab all the documentation from this. Some examples, and you could finish it up on Monday, but some examples in terms of running configs, pings, routing tables, showing VLANs, and so forth. And you need to organize that all in a logical form so you can understand it. We also want the diagram, this diagram right here, the whole thing. And you should be able to, in that diagram, you should be able to explain what happens. For example, when let's just use this as an example, you have a workstation out on the internet, or you have a laptop or something on the internet, and you should be able to explain why you can get to this work server internally and how that communicates back to you. You should be able to explain that. In terms of the processes that occur, especially, you should understand anything that's here, that's inside the IT cloud. And that would be the line. I've shown you some items inside the router. I've shown you some inside the switch. And we'll look at a few more specific things on that on Monday. So you need to go ahead and you need to make a diagram of this. And I showed you a couple different ways you could do that. I would include some IP addressing, so that would be clear how that works. And then we'll do a little investigation too, what kind of addressing is on the other side of the network, the campus side. And how do we know? And how could we find out? We'll look at some examples of that on Monday too. Now you have a number of things that, these are labs. These are labs that we would do with IP6. I don't know if you had time to do them all, but those are all things you should be aware of. And you have the the practice skills base using packet tracer. You have that, and then you have the certification practice, and also chapter 10 and 11. You need to get that all finished up too, so you have quite a bit of work to do. So then Monday we'll take the practice final on Monday, and then we'll actually go over that too briefly at the end, and then Wednesday we have the final. Okay, so that's it.